Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gerard Harris, and we are the Purdue University Jazz Lab Band 1. We're so glad you're joining us this evening for another wonderful jazz concert here from our home of jazz, the Hagle Hall of Music at the West Lafayette campus of Purdue University. We've got a number of wonderful tunes, and we're going to start off with a Cy Johnson composition entitled Tain't What You Do. And it's going to feature our spectacular vocalist, Miss Kendall Schwartz. This is Cy Oliver. Our next tune is Cy Johnson arrangement. This is Cy Oliver's Tain't What You Do. You're going to hear from Kendall Schwartz and Mr. Kevin Brainer on the tenor saxophone. Tain't What You Do. Tenor saxophone, Kendall Schwartz on the wonderful vocals. Tain't What You Do. We'd like to continue on with a wonderful composition that was written by great trumpeter Mr. Kenny Dorham, and it's famous from being on Joe Henderson recording Page 1. This is Kenny Dorham's Blue Bossa. You're going to hear from on the trombone, Mr. Daniel Bukowski. You're going to hear from Ryan Herr on the trumpet and Jack Cowan on the tenor saxophone. Kenny Dorham's Blue Bossa. Daniel Bukowski on the trombone, Ryan here on the trumpet. We're going to continue on with a wonderful song from the songbook of Irving Berlin. Many of our great vocalists, be it Sarah Vaughan, Ella Fitzgerald, they have numerous recordings where they do the songbooks of some of the great Tin Pan Alley composers. And this is a rendition that is a direct transcription from a Ella Fitzgerald recording, and this is our take on Cheek to Cheek. Again, let's welcome to the stage wonderful Kendall Schwartz, who you're going to hear from. Mr. Jonathan Miller on the trumpet. You heard from Jonathan Miller on the trumpet. Again, a round of applause for Kendall Schwartz, our spectacular vocalist. We're so glad to have her. We're going to continue on with a composition that comes off of the great Warm Breeze recording by the great Count Basie. You're going to hear from Mr. Andrew Tomei on the trombone and Mr. Christopher DiCarlo on the alto saxophone. This is arranged and written by the late great, we just lost him this year, great arranger, the historical classic composer arranger, Mr. Sammy Nestico. This is Sammy Nestico's Warm Breeze, not Warm Breeze, After the Rain. Sammy Nestico's After the Rain. In the style of Count Basie. Let's give a round of applause or a shout out to Mr. Shaswada Roy on the piano that you heard from. We're going to continue on with another composition entitled Stella by Starlight, a classic arrangement by the great Manny Mendelssohn, and it's going to feature our lead alto saxophonist. You're going to hear from Mr. Reed Shimkus on the lead alto. This is Stella by Starlight. on the alto saxophone. Keeping the time steady and playing the wonderful little solo, you heard from Mr. Joseph DeWitt on the drums. We'd like to wrap up our portion of the program this evening with a song by another great composer and arranger. The Count Basie Band, in the latter part of his band's career, they became known as the Band of Arrangers, where they had many different wonderful arrangers that would come in and write arrangements, and it became like a great session band also. And one of these great composers and arrangers was the great saxophonist, Mr. Lenny Niehaus. And we're going to finish up with a composition entitled Fanfare and Bebop. Fanfare and Bebop, and you're going to hear again from Mr. Jack Cowan on the tenor saxophone. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. There's lots of wonderful music to come, so please do stick and stay. This is Fanfare and Bebop. Purdue University Jazz Lab Band 1. Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you here again, and please do stick around. Our spectacular Purdue Jazz Band is up next.